Beneath the endless horizon of the sea, where waves crash against each other and the wind carries whispers of forgotten legends, sailors once spoke of a terror that lived in the deep. It was no ordinary creature, but a nightmare made flesh, the Kraken. For centuries, its name alone was enough to silence even the most seasoned mariner, as though uttering it too loudly might summon the beast from the abyss. The Kraken's story begins in the cold northern waters, where Norse seafarers braved the stormy seas. First recorded in Scandinavian sagas as early as the 12th century, the Kraken was described as a monstrous sea creature dwelling off the coasts of Norway and Greenland. Some believe the myth was born from sightings of colossal squid, creatures rarely seen but capable of growing longer than a ship's mast. To sailors of the time, the unknown depths held terrors that reason could not explain, and so the Kraken became a symbol of the sea's unfathomable dangers. Legends painted the Kraken as a gargantuan beast, so vast that sailors mistook its back for a chain of islands. When it stirred, whirlpools formed in its wake, dragging entire ships into watery graves. Its tentacles, each as thick as a tree trunk, could coil around vessels and crush them with ease. The creature was said to rise from the ocean's black heart with eyes like lanterns glowing through the mist, and a maw capable of swallowing fleets whole. In truth, the Kraken was more than a monster, it was the embodiment of the sea's boundless power and unpredictability. Stories of the Kraken spread like wildfire among sailors, fueling both fear and fascination. One tale speaks of a ship whose crew, believing they had anchored near a small island, went ashore, only to discover too late that they stood upon the back of the beast itself. When it plunged back into the sea, the men vanished forever beneath the waves. In another account, fishermen described waters boiling with fish whenever the Kraken surfaced, drawing them close to harvest the sea's bounty but at terrible risk of being dragged into its deadly grasp. Such stories blurred the line between cautionary tale and possible truth, ensuring that the Kraken's legend endured in every port town along the North Atlantic. Over time, the Kraken's shadow grew longer, creeping from myth into literature and art. In the 18th century, the naturalist Erik Pontoppidan wrote of the Kraken in his Natural History of Norway, giving the monster a strange kind of legitimacy in scientific discourse. Centuries later, poets like Alfred Lord Tennyson immortalized it in verse, while modern storytellers gave it new life in films, novels, and video games. From the tentacled horrors of H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu mythos to the Kraken's fearsome role in Pirates of the Caribbean, the creature has become a universal emblem of the ocean's mysteries. No longer confined to the fjords of Norway, the Kraken swims freely through the imagination of the world. Today, the Kraken stands not merely as a legend of the sea but as a mirror of humanity's eternal relationship with the unknown. It is the fear of the deep, the awe of nature's might, and the reminder that beneath the waves lies a world we scarcely understand. Whether born from giant squid, sailors' exaggerations, or pure imagination, the Kraken has anchored itself firmly in our collective consciousness. And so, when the ocean roars and the waves rise high, one cannot help but wonder, somewhere in the dark depths, does the Kraken still wait?